Okay, so today we're going to deep dive into Tarizja's daily routine.
All right.
And looking at the sources you sent over, it's quite a mix of things.
Yeah.
You know, you've got spirituality, personal care, family time,
Right.
all kind of woven together. So I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that really strikes me is how intentional it all seems.
Yeah,
This isn't just like a schedule, it's a whole like framework
right.
for how to reach is like interacting with the world
Yeah.
internally and externally. It's really pretty fascinating.
Yeah, well, let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
Tarizja starts the day by thanking the Creator for a new day.
Uh-huh.
Seems simple enough,
Right.
but I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, the interesting thing about this gratitude practice is that it's not just like feeling thankful.
Right.
It's like actively acknowledging a higher power,
Yeah.
which I think could be really powerful, especially for someone who's incorporating spirituality into their life like this.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's on to the altar rituals.
Okay.
And we've got teeth cleansing with this flavored bark stick.
Right.
Purified water, spraying water on the hands and feet.
Yeah,
It's very sensory.
it is.
So I'm curious, like, what kind of candle are we talking about here?
Oh, yeah, good question. The
Right.
sources actually mention beeswax specifically.
Okay.
And then for the prayer itself,
Mhm.
it's not transcribed,
Right.
but it seems to be focused on aligning thoughts and actions
Gotcha.
with like a higher purpose.
Gotcha.
And then the thing with the tongue is interesting because they're actually using their tongue to speak affirmations.
Oh, wow.
So it's like bringing those intentions into the physical world.
So it's like a full mind-body experience.
Totally.
You're not just thinking about gratitude or intention, you're embodying it.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm curious, do you think this is something that someone who's interested in mindfulness could benefit from?
Oh, definitely. I think so. I mean, the fact that it's so physical could help to like anchor the practice,
Mm-hmm.
for people who struggle with like pure mental exercises.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on, we see these like light exercises sprinkled throughout the day.
Okay.
Just a few repetitions here and there.
Uh-huh.
Is this more about staying active, or is there something deeper going on?
I think it's about integrating movement like into the fabric of their day
Yeah.
rather than treating it as the separate thing.
Okay.
These little bursts of activity could serve as reminders
To be present.
to be present in your body,
Yeah.
which I think really complements that whole spiritual side of things.
It's almost like a mini meditation break.
Yeah, exactly.
And speaking of family, Tarizja is instructed to greet family members
Okay.
with hugs and kisses and positivity
Oh,
throughout the day.
I love that.
I'm sure those little gestures really add up.
Oh, absolutely. And you know how you were saying you want to create a more positive home environment?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
Just these small acts of affection can really go a long way.
Okay. I got to admit, this next part is a little intense for me.
Mm-hmm.
The cleansing routine is pretty extensive.
Let's hear it.
Tongue scraping oil,
Yeah.
pulling this whole multi-step skincare regimen,
Wow.
and a hot and cold shower contrast.
Oh, wow.
So is this all about hygiene, or is there a deeper meaning?
Well, remember that article you sent me about the history of bathing rituals?
Yeah.
I think this ties in perfectly.
Okay.
For Tarizja, cleansing seems to be about both physical hygiene and symbolic purification, like
Right.
preparing the body for spiritual practice.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And then throughout the day, Tarizja is also praying
Uh-huh.
multiple times, both at home and on the go.
Right.
It even mentions a travel prayer kit.
That's dedication.
What's this kit?
So it's this little pouch with a miniature candle,
Oh, yeah.
a vial of purified water,
Uh-huh.
and a tiny little bark stick for teeth cleansing.
So they can keep up with the routine.
Exactly, even when they're not at home.
That's pretty impressive. And then there's meditation, both morning and evening.
Mm-hmm.
What are they focusing on during these sessions?
Well, the sources don't specify the exact techniques,
Okay.
but they do emphasize quieting the mind and cultivating inner peace,
Yeah,
which I think aligns with your interest in stress reduction.
definitely.
Yeah,
I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together.
me too.
Okay, so as the day winds down, it's all about reading an early bedtime
Okay.
and ending the day with gratitude.
I love that. I think ending the day on a positive note,
Yeah.
reflecting on the good,
Right.
really reinforces that whole gratitude mindset.
Exactly. And it's probably great for sleep, too.
Absolutely. Creates closure and prepares you for rest.
So overall, it seems like Tarizja's daily routine is this fascinating blend of spirituality, personal care, and family connection.
Right.
And it's all designed to cultivate well-being and connection to a higher purpose.
Yeah, it's like a carefully crafted ecosystem.
Yeah.
Where everything supports and reinforces everything else.
So we've covered a lot today.
We have.
But here's something I think would be interesting to think about.
Okay.
We've talked about the structure of Tarizja's day.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the philosophy behind it?
Ooh.
Is it about achieving a specific outcome?
Right.
Or is it more about cultivating a certain mindset?
That's a great question.
Something to ponder as you explore these routines further.
I like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this was really fascinating.
Oh,
Always
yeah.
enjoy diving into these routines.
Me too.
Until next time,
Sounds good.
take care.
You too.